Hello, good morning, dear students. Let's continue with the most interesting story of Leo Tolstoy. How much land does a man need? And we already completed a major portion of the story, and we are just at the exciting moment of the story where the real change comes in the life and in the mind of Pahom. Now, Pahom, as you already know, is the main character. He's a poor peasant and he's a farmer and he owns a land, but again, he has a kind of a greed that he needs much more land than he already has, and that's the reason that the story focuses. Leo Tolstoy here, in fact, focuses on the fact that how does a mind of a man can be a dwelling place of a devil or an angel. So, generally, the mind of a man can be used in a destructive way or in a constructive way according to the way and the direction towards which he takes his mind and he wants to tread on whichever path he feels like. So let's continue with unit 4. We stopped where when he already decided that he will give up the land and move to another place. So as soon as Pahom and his family reached their new abode is a place or to reside, he applied for admission into the commune of the large village. Commune is a kind of a community, so again he applied there to be a part of this community in the village. He stood treat to the elders and obtained the necessary documents. So this is what he initially did. 5 shares of communal land were given him for his own and his sons' use. That is to say, 125 acres not all together but in different fields, besides the use of the communal pasture. Now, this is what 25 acres of land he got it. Pahom put up the buildings he needed and bought a cattle. So, this is what he did. He put up the buildings and he purchased a cattle. Of the communal land alone, he had 3 times as much as at his former home, and the land was good corn land. He was 10 times better off than he had been. He had plenty of arable land. Arable land means land suitable for crops and pasturage, and he could keep as many head of cattle as he liked. So now everything seems to be according to the way he wanted. Now, at first, in the bustle of building and settling down, Pam was pleased with it all. But when he got used to it, he began to think that even here he had not enough land. The first year he sowed wheat on his share of the communal land and had a good crop. He wanted to go on sowing wheat but had not enough communal land for the purpose, and what he had already used was not available, for in those parts wheat is only sown on a virgin soil or on a fallow land. Fallow means ploughed and left. So it is sown for 1 or 2 years and then the land lies fallow till it's again overgrown with prairie grass. So grass of land, prairie grass is a kind of a land which has enough grass that's scattered into long area. So there were many who wanted such land and there was not enough for all, so that people quarreled about it. So now those who were better off wanted growing wheat, and those who were poor wanted led to dealers so that they might raise money to pay the taxes. Now every person and every people had their own conditions and their own limitations about the land. Paham wanted to sow more wheat, so he rented land from a dealer for a year. So now what he wanted to do, that he wanted to sow wheat in that land so that he could get from a dealer for a year. He sowed much wheat and had a fine crop, but the land was too far from the village and the wheat had to be carted more than 10 miles. Carted means the wheat had to be carried more than 10 miles, and it was really difficult for Paham. After a time, Paham noticed that some peasant dealers were living on separate farms and were growing wealthy, and he thought, if I were to buy some freehold land and have a homestead in it, it would be a different thing altogether. Then it would be nice and compact. So another idea comes to the mind of Paham, that let me buy a freehold land and a homestead also there, so it will be very comfortable and a different thing together. So for every kind of an hurdle and obstacle that's coming in his way, he is trying to look for various kinds of solutions for it. The question of buying freehold land recurred to his mind again and again. He went on in the same way for 3 years, rented land and sowing wheat. The seasons turned out well and the crops were good. so that he began to lay money by. He might have gone living contentedly, but he grew tired of having to rent other people's land every year and having to scramble for it. Scrambling means you have to make a way quickly for it. Now, wherever there was good land to be land, the peasants would rush for it and it was taken up at once. So that unless you were sharp about it, you got none. It happened in the third year that he and a dealer together rented a piece of pasture land for some peasants, and they had already ploughed it up. When there are some dispute and the peasants uh, were went up when there was some dispute, the peasant went up of law about it, and things fell out so that the labor was all lost. So this was a problem that was recently and recurringly occurring in the lives of the other peasants as well as Pahom. So now, if it Paham thought that if it were own land, I should be independent. There would not be all this unpleasantness. He says that if I have my own land, then I shouldn't have to face all this rubbish things and unpleasantness. So he started looking for a land, and so that he could buy it. So he came across a peasant who had brought 13 acres. 1300 acres of land, but having gone to difficulties was willing to sell again cheap. So now Paham bargained and haggled with him. Haggled means he bargained with him and at last settled the price at 1500 rubles, part in cash and part to be paid later. Rubles, you also know, it's a basic monetary unit of Russia. And um, so what happened, that this was decided that part in cash and rest to be paid later. They had all but clinched the matter with a passing dealer. Now they settled the matter with the passing dealer. Happened to stop at Paham one day to had a talk. The dealer said that he was just returning from the land of Bakshirs, now Bashkirs, far away, where he had bought 13,000 acres of land for all 1,000 rubles. Paham questioned him further, and the tradesman said, all one need to do is to make friends with the chiefs. I gave away about 100 rubles worth of the silk robes and carpets, beside a case of tea, and I gave wine to those who would drink it. And I got the land for less than a penny an acre. And he showed Pahom the title deeds, saying, the land lies near a river, and the whole prairie is a virgin soil. So now he just tells him, and he also introduces him to Bashkirs, and they are the one who just hand over the other lands and they take care of this. So he just told that they are nice people and he can manage and carry on with these people. So Paham applied with his questions, and the tradesman said there is more land than one you could have cover off in your year. With all this belongs to the Bashkirs. They are simple as sheep, and land can go almost got for nothing. So he says you can better go and contact the Bashkirs. The land you will get for a very little amount, and very nice people. There now, thought Paham, with my 1,000 rubles, why should I get me 13 acres land, saddle myself? Saddle means burden. He should never want to burden himself with responsibility, with a debt besides. If I take it out there, I can get more than 10 times as much the money. So it says, now this is calculation goes on in the mind of Pahom, and now the greed is increasing day by day in the mind of Pahom. The devil is again taking roots in his mind by trying to make him more needy, needful, and also to calculate the things for his favor and for his benefit in the future. So Pahom is all set, and he is just using his own discretion to come up to things, and not at all discussing with his wife or any other person. But land is the only thing that is keep moving on in his mind, and he ultimately wants to make a way to whatever he wants to achieve. So now let's see. We'll begin with Unit 5. We'll end here the story, and we'll continue the story in the next class. So that let's see now how the life of Paham takes a turn. Thank you.